Whoops. Oh no, I don't have a start screen thing. Hi. I'm live. I did not mean to be yet, but okay. I forgot to set up a hotkey. I was messing with my short. I was messing with my shortcuts and forgot to set up one of the shortcuts to the start screen, so I accidentally switched to me. But hi. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, really quickly, that does say 2, that says 2, that should say 3. I think I have 3 subs right now. So we're just gonna... 10, 3... There we go. There's no easy way for me to update that, unfortunately. Okay. But, hi, how are you guys doing? So that was quite the, PlayStation State of Play. I did want to talk about that a little bit. I took notes as best as I could. I was in the middle of working while that was going on, but... Whoops. So, it started off with, Resident Evil 4 Remake. Oh, really quickly, I can do a more proper sound check later. As long as you guys can hear me okay. But holy hell, like, they started off immediately with, Resident Evil 4 Remake. I do want to preface that, hold on. State of Play. I'm guessing that the, articles are out now. IGN, everything announced. So they showed... Oh, this is a little bit out of order, but, let's round it with yeah, they did this one out of order. But it's some of the biggest stuff. They opened up with Resident Evil 4 Remake, which I know I don't have any connection to that. The only Resident Evils I've ever really played were the recent ones, Resident Evil 7 and yeah, I'm just gonna click out of the... The only ones I've ever actually played were Resident Evil 7 and 8 and Village, which I loved, but it's like I don't have that same connection. I will say this, though. As hyped as everybody is, with people being super hyped about these, I think at some point I'm going to stream Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes, and then we'll play Resident Evil 4 Remake. When am I going to do that? If I do, I don't know. You know, I have a habit of saying I'm going to do something and then just not, as far as what games to play on stream. Breath of the Wild is definitely one of those. But yeah. And then RE Village for PSVR 2. I think I'm probably going to get PSVR 2 at some point. Whenever that comes out, because there's a lot of stuff on here that I do want to check out, and that's kind of what this whole thing was focused on, was VR stuff. So I think I am, depending on the price, of course, and my financial situation by that point, I do want to invest in that, but I also want to get a new PC, because mine's getting a little bit old and run down. But I do want to get PSVR 2 as well, because all of these games look really wild. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, that looked cool. Oh, hey, bud. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 for PSVR 2 looked cool. I'm pretty sure I had that like on my wish list on the first one on my wish list for my the Rift. Is it the Rift 2? The Quest 2. I haven't touched that thing in a while. But I need to. I wanna try and figure out how to get it set up for streaming. I haven't figured out how to do that. I think I'm gonna at some point gonna invest in time to figure out how to do that, so that I can stream some VR games too. Because I think streaming No Man's Sky on VR and streaming, Resident Evil 7 and 8 maybe in VR would be pretty fun. Or doing like a Halloween stream with a bunch of spooky, jump scare and disturbing games on VR would be a fun like Halloween stream. All right. Next, Horizon Call of the Mountain PSVR 2 experience. It looked pretty good. I definitely want to play that. I've been in the middle of playing Horizon Forbidden West lately. They did show that trailer. I'm not going to play all the trailers just because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this, but there were a couple things I did want to talk about. And a couple of these I am going to stream. Speaking of which, a lot of these are probably already added. So Final Fantasy 16, they ended with that. They ended with that, which was quite the drop. And I think what a lot of people were hoping for. I have never played a Final Fantasy game except for 7 Remake. I do want to play the original 7 at some point, and I think I want to play 16. So this is 2023, I believe, 2023 games. And I definitely want to check it out. Let's see, what else? Resident Evil 4 Remake, that's also 2023. Evil 4 Remake. It doesn't look like that's on here yet. I guess just as a placeholder, we'll add the original 4 and throw that in 2023. We'll see that. I'll see that at some point. And I'll remember to swap it out once the site updates with that. Horizon Call of the Wild? Call of the... Is it Call of the Mountain? I think it was Call of the Mountain. It's got a placeholder. Cover for the game Horizon Call of the Mountain. PlayStation VR. Okay. Want to play. Save. And then add it to 2022 games. Maybe add it to the streaming list. Wait, is that 2022? They don't even have a date yet for the... Hold on a minute. They don't even have a release date for the PSVR 2 yet. Do they? I feel like we would have seen that. Alright, well, for now, we'll put it there. And update as we go. I do want to keep up with this a little bit more. Alright, what else? Street Fighter 6, that looked pretty dope. It looked like it was more than it's gonna be more than just a fighting game, though. Which is different for the series as far as I know. I haven't played since like Street Fighter 2. When my brother and I would play on our we had a babysitter who had an older son who had Super Nintendo, and I know that they had Street Fighter on there, and we would play it there. But that's like my only real experience with Street Fighter, other than watching an old roommate play it all the time. So I'm not particularly hyped about that one, just because I'm not big on fighting games. It looks cool. I'm probably not going to play it. Personally. If it ends up being a free game or something, then I'll probably give it a try. But I don't. Whoop. But otherwise, yeah, that's not really one I plan on playing. All right. Call of the Mountain, definitely. And then the other thing is Horizon actually got a big update. Improved visuals, more weapons. They'll probably explain it a little bit better here. New major update for Horizon Forbidden West will add performance mode, transmog, a way to reset skills, ultra hard difficulty, new game plus trophies, and more. The update will also add a new herbalist vendor and improved temporal anti-aliasing, and it's out now. They did announce that was coming out, which means I'm gonna need to update it before I play more tonight, because I still haven't finished that game. I was up until like 2 o'clock in the morning last night playing more of it. Probably not a great idea, but whatever. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Okay, and then the next big update is that Spider-Man is coming to PC. So if you have a PC and didn't get a chance to play the Spider-Man games, highly recommend. They did in the blog post, they did state the acclaimed PlayStation action blockbuster hits Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered and Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales are heading to PC. So, excuse me, both of them are going to PC. So if you have a PC and you haven't had a chance to play those games, highly recommend Spider-Man. I haven't played Spider-Man Miles Morales, but I have heard that it's basically more of the same. Gets more of Miles' story, and kind of just builds more on the first game, which means it's also very good. Stray. This one looks really fun. Stray is it's that cat game. It's an open world game where you play a cat. And if you haven't seen that, it looks so cool. Now that it's actually 2022, we have a release date for it. Let's add it to the streaming list, because I 100% want to stream that. But it's open world where you play as a cat, and they did show gameplay for that. No, I don't. Let's just pull it up on YouTube. Hold on. Whoop. Stray gameplay. That's 10 mono. This one. Like, look at this. Mix of gameplay and game engine footage. So this is what the actual gameplay looks like. Like, it looks so dope. Like, it looks like a cyberpunk world where, like, it almost feels like WALL-E. But you're a cat instead of a robot or something. I don't know. Maybe not. Either way. It looks really cool, and I'm excited to play it. And we are going to add that to the streaming list. Spider-Man, we already looked at that. Callisto, that's the game that is made by... Let's see, Callisto... The Callisto Protocol. This. That's a GameSpot video. Let's just watch the trailer.
Rated M for mature.
Jackpot.
I also want to check this out too. I think that's Sniper Elite 5. Fairly certain that that's on Game Pass, so I could play it on there. So Striking Distance was actually founded by the creator of the Dead Space franchise. I'm blanking on his name. But this looks like Dead Space. Like even, like, just on the back of his neck. Like, look at this. Like, I will bet you any money that that is going to play some kind of, like, UI role. Because Dead Space, that's what Dead Space did, where all of your gameplay information is in the environment. Like, your health bar is on Isaac's back. Your stasis is on Isaac's back. The ammo is, like, attached to the gun. And I have a feeling that this game's going to do something very similar. And that thing on the back of his neck is going to play a role. Like, it looks scary as hell. So yeah, that looks dope. I should... Oh. Callisto Protocol, and that's coming into December. Want to play, save. I need to get like a release calendar or something. 2022 streaming list. Probably not going to play everything on that list. But we'll try and keep track of it anyway. No Man's Sky is coming to PlayStation VR 2 as well. Season A Letter to the Future very much looks like my type of game. Like, whoop.
I love.
Where is it? Season A Letter to the Future. Like, I'll just show you guys the trailer.
She set out to record life at the end of this season.
To make it real for people in the future. She asked us about living together.
And we asked her about traveling alone.
When the season turns,
Like,
what will remain?
It just looks like my kind of game. Very relaxing, very chill.
Only what she saw, what she captured.
Very much like an exploration
She
puzzle
carries
type
the
game.
sounds of the season with her. The way she listened made you want to tell her everything.
I got to look in her journal. The world was telling her its secrets. I think she even figured out what will happen to us when the season ends. Is it going? Is it gone?
Not yet.
Like, it almost reminds me... I don't want to say it reminds me of Journey, but it has that same sort of art style. Where it's kind of cel-shaded, but like... almost like rough cel shading.
When the season turns, what
Where
will
it's not
remain?
fully cel shaded, but like... there's a little bit more
Only
texture to
what
it.
she saw, what she captured.
But it looks very cool. It doesn't look like it's actually on here yet. Season, a letter to the future. I don't know if I can... I don't know if I can add a game. Can I add a game? Settings? No. Whoops. Season, letter to the future. Maybe I can't add a game. Season, a letter to the future. Shown at... what's today? The... 2022 State of Play. There. So hopefully it gets added. And then we can add it later. Roller Drome. This one looked really cool. It looks like it's... what is it called? Roller Drome, I think? Roller Drome. Yeah. It looks... like it's, it's like a roller rink meets battle royale, like, combat kind of thing. Like a fighting arena. Like, look at this shit. It looks so cool. Yeah, that one looks real cool. I do want to check that out. PlayStation console exclusive. Did it actually give a date? August 16th, that's right. Roller Drome. Whoop. That might not be in here yet. Roller Drome. I guess I'll submit that as well. What else did they go over? Eater Knights? I don't remember this one. Oh, it's a super anime-ass game. Did that have a release date? Eater Knights, early 2023. I don't know if I'm gonna play that. Showing a state of play. Shown June 2022. Okay. And then there was a couple other things. Street Fighter 6, we already talked about that. Letter to the Future, Final Fantasy 16, and then Tunic. I didn't catch the date. Tunic, this September 27th is when it's coming out on PlayStation. First released on Xbox and PC in March, which that's what we're playing tonight, and that's what I'm playing it on, is on PC. Those have yet to play as an adorable fox in a world inspired by The Legend of Zelda will have another chance to do so, as Tunic will be released on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 on September 27th, 2022. But yeah, it was a hell of a showcase. It showed quite a bit, and some real heavy hitters. Village for VR, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Horizon getting an update, Spider-Man coming to PC, seeing a new trailer for Callisto Protocol, Stray getting a release date and coming free with PlayStation Plus. Another tier of PlayStation Plus. I didn't catch what that actually said, but Roller Drome looks pretty cool. Street Fighter 6 was probably a big one as well. And then Final Fantasy 16. The fact that they opened with that. No, they didn't. They ended with that. They ended with Final Fantasy 16. They opened with Resident Evil 4 Remake. Either way, there's a handful of games on here that I wanna check out at some point. So yeah, it looks. Whoops. It looks pretty dope. And I'm excited for a lot of that stuff. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap that up there. As far as the state of play goes, it was really cool. Those are just my general thoughts. I feel like content like this is better when you have more than one person talking about it. This is just me saying which ones I probably want to play, which ones look cool and stuff. But anyway, that's going to do it for that. I'm going to go ahead and get Tunic opened up and set up, and then we'll dive into that. So we'll be right back. I need to get the breakaway screen set up. Anyway, we'll be right back with Tunic.